Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. This is going to be my second update for my Pan That Palette Singles Edition, and this is basically a Pan That Palette just with single eyeshadows. So in my intro video, I chose 6 eyeshadows to focus on. I previously finished 2 of them. I finished the H&M Fine China and the Too Faced Heaven eyeshadow. I ended up finishing 2 eyeshadows this month, which is awesome. And in that previous update, I did include 2 new ones, but I think I'm just going to focus on the ones that I have for the end of the year and maybe include a new one next update. I'm not really sure yet, but for now, I'm just going to focus on the ones that I currently have in this project. I'm excited to share my progress with you because, like I said, I did finish 2 eyeshadows again, which is awesome, which is a total of 4 for this project. And I have 4 more that have made some excellent progress, so let's get into it. So let's start out with the ones that I finished. So the first one is my Colourpop Birthday Cake eyeshadow. This is one of their Supershock eyeshadows, and this is in their birthday packaging for the year, and it's baby blue and super pretty. I really enjoyed this eyeshadow. It was like a very glittery pink color. It was like a pink but rose gold, but it was mostly pinky. It was similar to Pink Champagne from Anastasia, just with more pink to it. So this one's done, and I'm happy but sad about it because I was really working hard at this one, and it started to get pretty dry towards the end and crumbly, so I'm glad it's done, but I loved the color of this. I'm going to insert a picture of what it looked like last month. Another eyeshadow that I finished this month was one that I actually put in last month. This is a newer one in this project, and this is the Lorac Unleashed eyeshadow. This is a super intense bronzy copper shade. It was like the color of a new penny. So pretty. And this was in the Lorac Unzipped Gold palette. I tried to depot that palette, and the majority of the shades crumbled or broke, and thankfully this was my favorite one, so I was able to rescue this one, and I loved it. I wore this one a lot throughout the month to focus on it. I did focus on some of my other shadows a little bit, but I really wanted to finish my Colourpop and my Lorac one. This is one of the oldest eyeshadows I have in my collection. I mean, it's only about 2.5 years old, but I was ready to move it out, so I'm glad I did. I'm going to insert a picture of what it looked like in my first update, and then I repressed it. And I'll show you what it looks like after that, so I'll just put those 2 pictures in a row. So I'm really glad I was able to finish 2 eyeshadows this month, making my total of eyeshadows finished at 4. So now I'm going to show you the eyeshadows that I'm still currently working on. And first I'm going to start off with my shimmers because they're more fun. The first one I'm going to talk about is my L'Oreal Amber Rush Infallible eyeshadow. So I'll insert a picture from my previous update. Here's where we're at now. So I have expanded the pan a decent amount, not the halfway point where I was hoping to cut across and make it more even looking, but I did expand the pan a lot considering I was really working on the Colourpop and Lorac eyeshadow. I think I did pretty well. This is a gorgeous rose gold color, and it's great for work, great for every day. Here's a swatch of it. It's super metallic, but I've had this for a couple years and it's not cruelty free, so that's why I wanted to use it up. And I love this eyeshadow. I will be sad when it's gone, but I'm sure I can find a dupe in like Colourpop or Anastasia or just my other palettes that I have. The one I'm wearing today is kind of similar to the L'Oreal one, but it is Tarte from the Make Believe in Yourself palette. It's a little bit darker and more red, but it's still gorgeous, and it's very similar to this one. So I'm happy with how I'm doing on this. I do want to try to possibly finish this in the next month, which is a pretty lofty goal, but I think I might be able to do it because I had a lot of product in both the Lorac and the Colourpop shadows, and I was able to work on them because I wear these Pan That Palette eyeshadows 5 out of the 7 days a week, sometimes even on the weekends. If I just want a quick look, I will go for the Pan That Palette eyeshadows, but I want to be able to play with my eyeshadows. And this way of panning my eyeshadows has really worked because it makes getting ready in the morning for work a lot easier because I do get up at around 5:30, a little bit earlier than that. So it makes my mornings run more smoothly, and I do enjoy the looks I create with them because I just love warm, nice, smoky eyes. Next, I have my Kat Von D Thunderstruck Metal Crush eyeshadow, so I'll insert a picture from my previous update. Here's where we're at now. So I have expanded the pan a decent amount, but not a whole lot. This is an eyeshadow I mainly just use in my inner corner and as a highlight. It's a really pretty eyeshadow. It has like a pink but blue shift, and it's like a really light champagne-y gold color. Here is a swatch of it. It's super pretty, and it is different from other highlighters that I've seen. However, I do have the Tarte highlighter in the Make Believe in Yourself palette, which is a pretty dead-on dupe for it. I mean, dupe considering it's just the same color basically, not price-wise. But this is a really awesome eyeshadow. Definitely look into more of these Kat Von D eyeshadows in the future if I want like a nice pop of color, because I don't think they have many neutrals. They just have like really cool metallic pops of color, but I'm trying to move away from purchasing single eyeshadows in this form. I think for the next month I do want to try to hit side pan on this, which would be nice to see. This just has so much product in it and it's such a big pan that I'm not really entirely sure if I can finish this by the end of the year, but I'm going to try and just try my best to make as much progress on it as I can. So there's where I'm at with my Kat Von D Thunderstruck. Now onto the matte shades. So first I want to talk about my Anastasia eyeshadow in Sherbert. Don't get excited, this is just the back of the pan. I didn't finish it, but I'll insert a picture from my previous update. Here's where we're at now. So I've definitely expanded the pan a lot since I first included it, because I only included it in my last update, not in my original intro video. And I think I did pretty well with it. This is a crease shade I use every single day, especially during the week. I did blend it a little bit in my eyeshadow today. Just help with blending a little bit, even though I just didn't really need to. I had other eyeshadows that I could use, but I just wanted to make a little bit of more progress on it. So here's a swatch of it. It is a really nice crease shade. It has some satinness to it. It just makes blending so nice. I really enjoy this eyeshadow. I'll be pretty sad when it's gone, but I have so many other orangey neutral browns that I can use, and this is one I just have in my Z palette. I have another Colourpop eyeshadow that's a little bit more brown that I used in my crease today as well, so I can use other things instead of this one. This is from the Anastasia Self-Made palette a couple years ago, and I had depowdered some of the shades and I have used some of them up as well. This is an older eyeshadow, so I would like to finish this maybe in the next month. I think I want to try to do that, so we'll see if I can get through this one in the next month as well. And then finally for my Pan That Palette Singles Edition, I have my MAC Omega eyeshadow, and this is a matte shade, so I'm going to insert a picture from my previous update. I think I made some pretty good progress on this one if I do say so myself. It had a little bit of pan showing after from being repressed, and I have hit side pan up here, if you can tell there. I don't use this as much in my crease because I wear more warmer tones, but it is a good eyeshadow. I've just had it for so long, and I have another brow kit that I can use for my brows in my collection, so I'm hoping to use that up soon. Here's a swatch of it. As you can see, it's a very, very cool toned shade. I actually mixed this with my Butter Bronzer to use as a contour, and it works pretty well that way as well. That's probably how I used up most of the product, as well as the brow shade. I don't even think I used this more than maybe once or twice this month as an eyeshadow, but it works fine. I'm hoping to finish this by the end of the year. I think maybe not this month, but the next month I should be able to finish it. I think for this month I'm just going to use these eyeshadows for the next month, and maybe I'll include another one to work on in my next update. I just want to try to finish some of these eyeshadows maybe even in the next month, but hopefully in the next 2 months or by the end of the year. But I hope you enjoyed seeing my progress today. I'm really happy I've been able to work through some shadows. I've been enjoying this project a lot. I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to pan next year because I only have 2 pre-made palettes and they're pretty much new. I have the Jaclyn Hill palette and the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself. I do have my Z palette, so I think I might either work on hitting pan on as many eyeshadows as I can or using as many up, or I might just pan my Z palette. I'm not really sure yet. I'll have to think about it a little bit more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.